All right, so let's get started then. So today I'll be going through the most optimal Fritz and Jaeger attack titan builds. This build will be consisting of pure damage alone, and it will show you some tricks and tips on how attack titan really works and how to use it to its fullest capabilities. All right, let's get the build started then. All right, let's go through the Fritz build at the moment. So the Fritz build will consist of, it essentially is pure damage, but let's go through the skill first. We'll use Pure Chaos for our first one, and then we'll use Order, Founder's Orders for a second. But we'll have Transformation, Chaos, Founder's Order. I like to go, especially when it comes to carrying people, I like to go with double flares at the end. Having the double flares just helps when it comes to carrying people. It's basically that. All right, let's go through the perks then. So this we're going through pure damage. So let's explain it down. So the core perk will be Founder's Blessing, purely because Founder's Blessing increases your attack speed and your physical damage. We need that attack speed when it comes to Attack Titan, seeing how slow Attack Titan is. We could use other perks, but I'd say pure damage alone, this is better. All right, let's go through our main damage one. We have Art of War, obviously, pure damage. Then we have Adaption and Immortal, obviously, best two defensive perks, obviously. Then we have Font of Inspiration, due to that stacking with this little fun one over here, Founder's Order. Yeah. And then we'll go through Soulfeed, purely because if you look at the stats for Soulfeed, health increases by 1.5 per kill. And if we go down to our attack mastery and we look at Berserk mode 1.4. So it kind of counters that out if you keep killing. It's not like purely based on. It's just really good to have Soulfeed active while having this on. All right, so let's go through the prestige. These are the most optimal ones you have with Fritz. We have quakestrike, apotheosis, tactician, and furyforge. Okay, quakestrike is for the increase of damage. I'd see about 30-ish damage quakestrike gives it to you. Apotheosis purely because you can transform 60%. Tactician, really good because it also works with the support skill, and it's just better. Overall, just better. And then furyforge, obviously, due to having berserk mode, because berserk mode's longer you can be in berserk mode, the more damage you can deal, and it's just overall better. So, all right, so let's go through the artifacts then. So the artifacts will be consisting of pure damage alone too. We have a 10.01 and 10.2 scars. But due to the new update, I'd say hoodie, by far better than the scarf at the moment. But it's completely up to you. If you have a scarf that's got really good stats, go with staff. But right now, hoodie has better damage than scarves. So, all right then, so now let's go through the Jaeger build. Jaeger builds are pretty much the same idea behind it. We'll have both those slots working. Both of these. Perfect. Then we'll put flashbang. I like to put flashbang just so you grab them all together. And I like to go down dual shots. Dual shots, it's just better, honestly. And then we'll go down to the perks. Now for this, we will put on adaption and immortal, obviously. But this one will essentially be, it's got the same base perks. So it's got Founder's Blessing and Art of War. The only thing that's purely different is because we can't buff ourselves, which isn't a big deal, but it's really good. So you won't be putting a Font of Inspiration, you're putting a Soulfeed purely because Soulfeed's better. And for Prestige, we will put on instead of Furyforge, instead of Tactician, we will put on Overslash. Because Overslash just means you're able to kill a large group of Titans easily and pretty good. So this is what it looks like. Quakestrike, Apotheosis, Furyforge, and Overslash. Same artifacts. Here we go. Yeah. Same artifact stats. They all do pretty much the thing. So it's just essentially both the attack titan builds are just damage. Damage. Better damage, overall better. All right, so let's get started then. All right, so we were doing aberrant attack titan raids purely because aberrant attack titan raids are the best. So we will go for modifiers. We'll go Nightmare, Injury Prone, Chronic Injuries, Fog, and Time Trial. These are the most optimal settings, as you would know, for doing attack titan raids. All right, let's do it. All right, so let's get started then. So with every Fritz run we do, we break all the buildings because it just makes things easier and earlier and easier. That's an easier early game, but it doesn't really matter. You can do whatever you really want, but I prefer this. And we use our hardening. We use straight into transformation. Due to us having Founder's Blessing and Apotheosis, you transform straight away. It's so good. And they're being a bit painful. I like to grab them up all together and use a heavy punch. Huge damage, absolutely huge damage. Oh yeah, absolutely beautiful. And I don't know why it's been like this for a couple days now, but I'm finding you're getting really flung around a lot. I do not understand why you're getting flung around. This is where the soulfeed really comes into play. Oh, does not kill him. All right, we use hardening, then we use, well, either raw or berserk. I will just go, looks like I'm going raw first, and then we go into berserk mode. That also resets every cooldown. Yeah, 1.6 million right there. Almost 10% of his health gone immediately. Perfect, perfect, perfect. 700k a personal hit. Beautiful. Absolutely huge damage. Oh yeah, so beautiful damage, man. And now we go back into a second hardening phase. And that was just over 1 million. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Ooh. Yeah, such huge damage, man. 600k a punch is stupid. Absolutely stupid. Oh, yeah. And now he's going into... Alright, soon he'll go into his second form, which is even better. And this time we will use our raw to be able to get him down. Alright, now that we've rawed, 1 million a punch right there, that's huge. Looks like he negated my second damage right there. We don't like to see that. Go into a heavy, armored state, shall I say. Like even that, like 1 million a hit for my heavy punch is stupid. Absolutely outrageous hit. And there we go. That is the tactican Fritz run. So beautiful, man. I could probably get a much higher, better time if you didn't raw midway, but I'd say that's a pretty damn good run. Yep, 1 minute 37. Really good run. Really beautiful. Love to see it. All right, so let's show the Jagger run. All right, so let's get started. So this run will be the Jagger build. This build is a bit different, I'd say, with just like you won't be using chaos. So it's all about pretty much getting them all together and doing just huge damage. Absolutely huge damage. All right, see, already got my ability. I'd say those are the most important ones for Jagger. And we go into here. Perfect, perfect, perfect. You really see, I'll see if I can get the overslash to work really well in this. We don't like seeing those two on the outside. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right. So let's try and get them all together. Come on, come to me. Oh, we got two guys that didn't want to come. So disappointing. All right, so we go on our first stage. Let's get into hardening mode and then go straight into berserk. I'd say this is much better timed than the Fritz run because of you don't have to go into your stage. What do you call it? So this, you will be dealing, no, I wouldn't say the greatest of damage, but you're certainly up there with the damage. Yeah, look at that damage, 400k. So the difference between Fritz and Jagger is literally, there's like 100k difference of damage, which is so much. It's remarkable, I'll tell you what, just how the differencing of damage will really affect a run. But at the end of the day, doing a run, it's about timing and stuff like that. The better timing you have, the better of everything, really. See, already going into our raw. I would say Jaeger's a bit better with like being able to stay in your like damage state for longer, purely because you don't heal all the way up. What's really annoying about Fritz is the fact that you heal all the way up every single time you roar. So it's like it's not even worth it sometimes. But with this, it allows you to somewhat stay in that strengthened state. Oh. Now that I've gone out of my berserk mode, which is not the greatest of plays, you can really see that damage difference between Fritz and Jagger. I wouldn't say it's massive, but it's certainly up there. Oh yeah. I still can't believe I mained this for such a long time. Oh yeah. So this is where the difference between Jagger and Fritz comes into play. You can just like stay at this kind of health for a long time. It's absolutely gorgeous. So good, man. But that was the Jagger run. We love to see it. Absolutely gorgeous build. And let's see the time on this. Obviously got to do the first chest. That was a 3 minutes. Wow.